You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It is February 22nd, 2015, and it's another episode of the Impact Implosion here on the Angry Marks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Draken, and on the other end is Mike Poland.
Yes, and we are in the fast lane today. Oh, wait, it's another company.
Well, that's another company.
Somebody will talk about that.
Yeah. Well, we got some news. First of all, let's talk some good news, and that's former TNA legends. That's what TNA would call them. Rhino and Brian Kendrick have both appeared on NXT.
And Rhino will be facing Sami Zayn in a couple weeks.
Ah.
Yep. So that should be interesting.
And Brian Kendrick will be facing Finn Balor next week.
I might have to watch the NXT for that next week.
Yep.
I'm going to start watching NXT, I guess.
I already have beaten you to that. Yeah. The only WWE show I watch. Anyway, also, Samoa Joe, gone.
What will ever become of him? I know people want to see him go to WWE, but I think that ship sailed long ago.
Yeah, more likely New Japan.
New Japan, maybe a part-time deal in Ring of Honor, kind of like Daniels has right now with him and Kaz.
Yeah. Or he could go all over the place like Alberto Del Rio.
Yep. El Patron.
Yeah, Alberto El Patron.
Yep.
Also, we have Grado.
Ugh.
Yeah, he wants to use like a Virgin by Madonna, but he doesn't want to pay for it.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, good luck on that one, Grado. That was just like, say yes, Madonna.
Well,
I was going to say no.
No, well, Madonna already said no because she doesn't want it. She doesn't want it used in pro wrestling. Period. No matter how much money they're offering her. So now Grado has decided to start up a social media campaign to encourage Madonna's fans to convince her to change her mind.
Tell us how that works out for you.
Yeah, probably not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, good luck, Grado. Yep.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for Grado.
All right.
And Eddie Edwards is injured.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, hurt his ankle or something.
At the one-night-only extravaganza taping where he faced Davey Richards.
Yep.
Some of those one-night-onlys actually look really good.
Interesting, yeah.
Talk about those as we get to them in the coming months.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. We also had Crimson returning at one of those one-night-only shows.
He's on a bunch of those.
So, yeah, let's talk about,
Impact. Running the gauntlet.
And we start this show off with Kurt Angle start talking about promo. I came back only to win the world title, and nobody can beat me, other than the number of people in TNA who have cleanly beaten him.
Including Samoa Joe.
Yes. Backstage, Franklin wants to talk to Angle, and Taz is mad at SoCal now for some reason.
Also, Bobby Roode is out of the gauntlet, and Kurt Angle takes his spot.
Yeah, Roode's out of the gauntlet because of EY.
Yep. But we'll see Roode in a couple weeks back on TV.
Oh, sure. First match is the six-man tag match between the Wolves, Matt Hardy, against the Revolution, which is Storm, Abyss, and Manic.
This is fine. This is a good opening match.
This was really nice.
Could have stood to be a few minutes longer.
Oh, yeah, but the finish was nice. Matt was doing a twist of fate. One of the Wolves stepped on his back. Yep. Hit with the twist of fate, and then another Wolf stepped on his stomach. And pinned him. Poor Manic.
And then they beat up Matt Hardy. The Wolves.
They beat up all three of them, and then because Manic took the loss, he gets a black hole slam. Don't lose or you'll get punished. Unless you're James Storm, of course. then
he's the boss
if you
of the group.
lose,
He can't get punished.
yep.
Although maybe that's what this is leading to, is they eventually all turn on him.
Yeah, eventually. Then Ethan Carter III comes out.
He's in a
not
bad
in a good
mood.
He's mad at Mr. Anderson for ruining his attempt to shave Spud bald, and then stomps the ground like a baby. I wanted to have a hair party. I was going to shave Rockstar Spud and spread his hair in the air.
And Anderson comes out.
He says,
"Someone stopped me.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You already shaved JV, now you want to shave Spud? Now, what would happen if I did something to you?"
You're not going to do nothing to me because I've got the most worthless bodyguard in the history of wrestling to watch my back.
Yep. It says, Anderson even has clippers and puts them to the microphone so they're turned on.
He's hanging out with Brutus Beefcake, apparently.
Yep. So he sends Tyrus to stop Mr. Anderson, but EC3 is open to attack from Rockstar Spud and Mark Andrews. And Tyrus has to ruin all the fun and save EC3 from going bald, but they shave his head after duct taping his arms to the ring.
And EC3 just stands there.
Yep. Should have shaved his beard.
Yep.
Should have shaved whatever's on his chin. And Spud's like, the Rockstar Spud Barbershop is open, and you're next.
We'll get that match in a couple weeks.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Then we have all the BDC laughing at Kurt Angle saying no one can beat him. Can you beat him, Kenny? Yeah. Can you beat him, Loki? Yeah. Can you beat him, Small Joe? Already got it. Let's do it again. I know I can beat him. He's like, I know I can beat him.
Oh, he did so well back in January.
Yep. Then Mickey James is shown walking in the building, and someone mentions that Mickey James is Magnus's wife, even though they're engaged, not married yet.
Baby mama.
Yep. So here is Al Snow, tanned as ever, to fight Grado.
He's not good.
Here's one of the things they even mentioned before the thing, that Grado missed a meeting, Al Snow got pissed, and I'm I'm kind of on Al Snow's side here.
Al Snow was right.
Yeah.
The best heels are the one who's always right.
Yes. You're a young gun who has something to prove, and you miss a meeting, you get the fuck out.
You don't belong here. Go home.
Yeah.
Grado wins. BDC comes out and beats them
both up. Well, first
Al
Snow does the right thing and raises Grado's hand.
Right.
Then the BDC kicks his ass, and then Drew Galloway shows up, and the body's over.
Yes. And he's going to be a... Yes. Next.
Taryn Terrell faces...
Angelina.
And Angelina Love with the bromans at ringside.
The problem is Taryn's improved in the ring, but you wouldn't know it with this match.
It's Angelina Love who's giving fuck all at this point.
Taryn wins.
Taryn wins with the Taryn cutter.
Which looks very awkward still.
Yep. Awesome Kong comes to the ring, gets in Taryn's face. Taryn hits her. Then Awesome Kong tackles her and gives her an ass.
Why would that be your first plan of attack?
I'm
going to attack this woman who's going to now beat me up.
I'm going to attack this giant who hasn't done anything to me yet.
Just so I know what it's going to do. It's going to piss her off, but I'm going to beat her up anyway. Yeah. And then Gail Kim shows up.
Gail Kim saves her rear end. And we might get a Gail Kim Awesome Kong match. So.
And the best thing that could happen is if you just transferred that feud for the title instead of having Kong and Taryn right now.
And I guess Awesome Kong's supposed to be a heel, I guess.
Does it matter?
I know. Someone then asked me, what, is Lashley Franklin the turtle? And I'm like, well, his real name's Franklin, and he does look like a turtle, so yeah.
He just needs a giant shell.
Yep. So then they show a huge gash on Low Key, which they'll be fine.
Yeah. Next.
And then, it's Tommy Dreamer.
And he's facing Eric Young.
He's challenging Eric Young to a match. And Eric twice doesn't show up on him. So he just decides to go after EY. So EY's like, fuck off, old man.
I got more important things to deal with here. Get out of here.
So Dreamer goes to the back. He gets jumped. Dreamer gets the upper advantage at some point. Wants a ref. We get an impromptu street fight. I didn't know we get those.
I enjoyed this. I like this.
EY busts Dreamer open by biting his eyelid.
Pulling a Mike Tyson.
Yes, he does. He's like, you want to bleed, buddy, and not blade? I'll help you.
Tastes like chicken.
Yep. So Dreamer, one of the worst spots. Dreamer is supposed to suplex Eli through the table. Dreamer hits the table. Eli hits the ring.
Whoops.
And Dreamer no soul's going through the table.
I bet you ever watched Bully Ray do this a million times, Tommy Dreamer.
Yes. Bully Ray at least knows to have this person hit the table.
Yep.
Not go through the damn thing yourself. So Eli pile drives Dreamer and wins. Get the fuck out, Dreamer.
And your main event.
Well, next is Mickey James.
Oh, yes, this segment.
And Mickey James, by the way, according to the TNA montage, Feast or Fired was last week because they never changed that shit.
Except it was like a month and a half ago.
No. Last week, we see Feast or Fired. I'm like,
Who's your production? Fire the production guy.
Yeah, really. You think you could just edit that shit. It's easy. Just say it was a month ago. And here comes.
Maybe
so we see all that.
Delay in the UK, and they're just seeing it now.
Yeah, so Mickey James returns and says she's glad to be back. By the way, she had that awful TNA entrance theme.
Hardcore country.
And Mickey, God bless her, mentions having a son, and she's engaged to Magnus.
That's gonna get you booed, Mickey, because the guys in the crowd don't think they have a chance.
Well, no, they knew. I think at this point they knew. You know. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're always gonna get one more on who's gonna boo.
Yeah, look, Mickey's got a kid. She's engaged to Magnus.
And Magnus could probably beat your ass, so, go away.
Yeah. So apparently she talks to Bram about beating Magnus unmercifully and left him in an alley for dead. And I'm like, I didn't see that.
He left him in the back of a building with a pool cue.
Yeah, I didn't see him beat him unmercifully and left him for dead.
That's exclusive footage. We didn't see that.
I know. Yeah. So here comes Bram, and Mickey may want to get out of the ring. And Bram's like, look, Magnus ain't the same Magnus I used to know, and I blame you.
Of course.
So Bram is the bros before hoes mentality.
Yep.
By the way, if we're even going to go in this, what?
No. He could have any woman he wants, and he chose you.
By the way, if we're going to go into Magnus's personal life and bring this up, we could also bring up the fact that Bram is the son-in-law of Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yes, he is.
Yes. So, yeah, Bram at least is doing fine in that department as well. So, Mickey just slaps Magnus. Bram's about to attack. Well, Bram, yeah. Refs come in and say, no, don't. So,
at least the
Bram just walks away.
Security is normally.
Yeah.
Is it frightening at this point that the referees have to protect Bram from Mickey James?
Oh, God, I just realized that.
Think about that for just a second, the message that TNA is putting out.
No, the refs were trying to protect Mickey from Bram. Bram was going to attack her.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And when the refs are in there just waving their hands like, no, don't.
Because you said...
You couldn't get Grado back out there, and Grado and Drew Galloway out there to protect them, huh? Just for another pop.
I'm sorry. I was confused because you said Mickey slapped Bram and then the referees came out and stopped it.
Yeah, they're stopping Bram from getting Mickey because Mickey slapped him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
No man-on-woman violence. It still stands in TNA somehow for some reason.
In that case, just step aside and let Mickey go ahead and kick his ass.
Just put his hand behind his back first.
No, I don't think Mickey James wants to face the wrath of the Flares.
I don't know. I bet she could have a good match with Charlotte.
Maybe.
In any event, time for the gauntlet.
Franklin is now talking to Angle and says, and he got a little better at his promos.
Okay.
A little better.
Oh,
Not too much, but little. So then we have the 20-man over-the-top gauntlet battle royal, which
starting with
they
Austin
show
Aries
people-
and Kenny King.
By the way, some of the people who can think they're going to win this thing, the bromans. And I'm like,
Doing
no,
the old school Royal Rumble build-up promos.
yeah, you can't win this thing.
Yes, you're like the Bushwhackers in the 91 Rumble.
Yeah, so,
Or maybe well done in 95.
so, number one is, let me get to that.
Kenny King.
Number one is Kenny King, and number two is Austin Aries.
Hey, double.
Yep. Then number three is
How is
Crazy
Aries in
Steve.
this match if he has the case? Why would he need to be in this? That seems like
Can't have too many. Can't have too many title shots.
Oh, that sounds like poor logic. He's already got the case. He doesn't need to be in this.
So number four then is Jesse Goddard.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Number five is Bram, and I did a woo when he showed up.
Yeah.
Number six is Koya.
Mahabali Shera.
And Crazy Steve is eliminated.
Where's
So
Crazy
he
Steve
was
3?
the first one eliminated, and I got what I wanted.
What?
Number seven is for Scarch and Chris Melendez.
Oh, good
How about
God.
having him be second eliminated? Number eight is Mr. Anderson, and yes, Chris is eliminated second.
Yeah.
Then we had, because all of this happened, mostly some of this commercial break, some of this not in the commercial break, I got confused. Number 9 was Sam Shaw. Number 10 was DJZ. Number 11 was Great Sonata. Number 12 was Tyrus. And number 13 was Rockstar Spud.
Yay! 14.
Shaw was eliminated. Then Tyrus went on a roll, eliminating 4 people: DJZ, Jesse Goddard, Rockstar Spud, and Koya.
Yep.
Then Mr. Anderson eliminated both Sonata and Tyrus.
Yep.
Then number 14 was Robbie E, and 15 is Gunner. 16 is EC3.
Yep, the last 5
Robbie
guys
E,
are EC3, MVP.
Robbie E is eliminated. Bram is eliminated by Gunner. EC3 is eliminated by Mr. Anderson. 17 is Samoa Joe.
Yeah, 17 is the BDK or BDC. I'll come in at this point, and then Angle's last.
18 is Samoa T. 19 is MVP. Mr. Anderson gets eliminated. Still no idea what the heck is in front of MVP's gear. That logo is. Gunner is then eliminated. Then Kurt Angle comes out. And then we go to a commercial break. And during that commercial break, Austin Aries was eliminated.
So we have Angle against the BDC.
Yep. And Franklin's at the entrance ramp watching. And despite eliminating, here's what happens. Samoa Joe tries to run at Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle backdrops him out of the ring. Low T tries to run at Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle backdrops him. Kenny King is eliminated because he does the same thing.
You'd think one of them would have figured it out. Don't charge him.
Don't charge the man. So now it's MVP and Angle.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm guessing one of the BDC guys gets involved, or they all do.
Well, yeah, the refs are trying to tell the guys to go to the back. This time, because the refs are so skinny, the BDC actually does the smart thing and not listen.
It's not like Kevin Nash refereeing or somebody like that.
Yeah, it's
the Hebner kids.
Yeah. So Kenny King grabs Kurt's leg. Kurt has to attack him, and then MVP throws out Kurt Angle, and wins.
Be Lashley and MVP next week.
Yep. Overall, I give this show a B.
Yep, that sounds about right. It's a B.
So, so you have anything to show?
I do. March 27th and 28th, WrestleMania weekend, actually, is Main Event Wrestling's Rage in the Cage, nights 1 and 2. Signed for night 2 already is, of course, a steel cage match stemming from this past Friday night in Island Falls. It will be Sonny Roselli and John the Bomb Breyer against the Leatherheads. The Saturday show will take place in Island Falls. So it's kind of turning over from what happened at that show to the next month. And then in April, MEW returns to Fairfield with a no disqualification match, and that's stemming from what happened last night, as the Knucklebusters will defend their tag titles against Sonny Roselli and John the Bomb Breyer. No DQ, with Big Woody handcuffed to main MMA fighter Danny Shorey. And that's it. That's all I've got.
Okay, people, Monster Crappers out there, I am going to try to get the induction of Batman Forever done for next week, for, this coming next Saturday. Unfortunately, my computer's on the fritz, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that in before I send the thing to the shop. So if it's not in by next Saturday, you know what happened.
Uh-huh. And hopefully we're on the air on Friday.
Now, hopefully we are too.
If not, unless maybe I can get if you don't have your computer back by then, maybe I can get a co-host or something.
No, you might just have to call me on my cell at this point.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out, and we'll talk to you guys on Friday.
All right. Then see you then, people.
Bye.
Miley, we're going for a walk.
Yep.